All right, so what's going on? I'm back with my good friend Paul. If you subscribe to the channel, you should if you haven't. But you would have seen the last one or two that I put up that we've done about these prototype type of cymbals. We're at PASIC 2019. I'm really gonna let Paul kind of take the show here, even though it's my channel. You can take over for the day, and then
thank you.
And then just like he's the man when it comes to making cymbals, knowing everything about cymbals. I know a lot of you have questions about the special dries and all their uses and things. So we're just gonna kind of dive into that for a couple minutes and check out some of these. The working name for the K Custom Special Dry projection crashes.
Yes. So originally Zildjian did their first special dries around 2004. I've been at Zildjian for so long, I get the dates mixed up. 2004, and we just came out with dry cymbals. They were lathed on the bottom. They were heavily hammered. They had these really big, kind of what I call pepperoni-sized hammer marks, along with a small K.
I've got one of the original rides.
Yeah, the rides, the 21, which was really fantastic. And they were in the catalog for 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
And we were kind of ahead of the curve with the whole dry thing. Mm-hmm. So we were getting more requests in the last 5-6 years to come out with them again. But we, at the company, noticed the trends in music, in cymbals. Cymbals were going bigger, much thinner. Mm-hmm. So as a group, the little sound team that we have at Zildjian, we discussed what the special dry should be now. Okay. So what we did a couple years ago is we redesigned the entire line. They're super extra thin. We actually roll them thinner than any other cymbals in the line.
You can like bend them. They're
really thin. I mean, they're super thin because they're only lathed on one side. They're blathed on the bottom. We do a little scratch pass on the top. They go through 3 different hammering processes to get them into that dry, funky sound. Okay? And they've been a huge success for us because it met a sound need. And when I started at Zildjian, we had A's and A customs, and that was for rock and pop, and you had K's, that was for jazz and fusion, and we had Z's and Z customs, and that was for heavy metal. But now the way the cymbals are being looked at is that they're sound colors.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not pigeonholed into a series. If you want some bright stuff, you can play A's and A customs. If you want some dark stuff, you have K's, K customs, K custom special dries. So whatever sound palette that you need to create during the gig, we have those sounds.
And I get a lot of you, with questions about the different lines, and that's my big thing. If you look at my lineup, I'll have a Kerope on there, I'll have a dry ride, I'll have a 22-inch Renaissance, and then I'll have some K light hats, because the K custom family really fit well together, and they're just different tones and colors for different purposes. Maybe you don't hit this crash during the song, but maybe you do the next song. So that it's all about having that available on your setup and I'm not any longer committed to just playing A's or just playing K's, or if it sounds right, bring it in the family and let it mix with them.
Colors.
Yeah.
Colors. Think of colors.
So what do we got? What are these? And these are prototypes, by the way.
These are prototypes. So the working name is projection crash. And what does that mean? There's just a little extra weight in there. So the original crashes, they open up and they shut down quickly. These linger a little bit longer. They're only about 3 to 4 ounces heavier. So because we have the term projection with the A customs, and people know that they're going to linger a little bit longer, I borrowed that term for these.
Okay, cool. Okay?
So let me just tap through them and play them. So we have 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And the original Special Dry Crashes only has a 17-inch trash crash. We don't make a crash. But because I'm in charge of R&D, I can do what I want.
You can do whatever you want.
All right. So here's the 16. 18. When you get up into the 18, 19, and 20, you get a really fantastic belt, and you can ride these as crash rides.
A lot of people, I love in a jazz setting to have a really dry, almost throwing back to like a Jack DeJohnette, that real dry, just attack sound that drives the band. And these really deliver that in the rides and the crashes. They just deliver that real direct.
Yes, I agree. So if that was the 18, here's the 19. And then the 20. One of the things that I always thought, if I can reference the late great Armin Zildjian, he always taught me when I was apprenticing under him, all cymbals are rides, all cymbals are crashes, regardless of the weight range. So if you have a paper thin, you should be able to ride it and crash it, just like you would like a heavy ride.
Right. I love that. So this is just kind of a look at some of the stuff that could be coming out of here and additions to this lineup, but it really doesn't matter what I think or what Paul thinks. It matters what you think. So what do you think? Put it in the comments, because
we want to know.
They read them, they're looking at them, and the feedback helps the process in developing your sound, which is going to wind up being your sound. So leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do that. Hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this as well. Share it with somebody that you think it may help, and jump over to their channel. They're always putting out great content. Subscribe to that. And but again, leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video.